This is the goofiest fight ever, bro.
You nasty.
What's going on, cast? It's a man behind the cam director here with another death battle reaction, Star Butterfly versus Steven Universe. Oh man, this is one of those fights that I'm not very often well versed and prepared for, but this one, oh, I'm ready for this. Y'all don't even understand, right? So call me what you will, but I've seen all of Steven Universe and I've seen all of Star and the Forces of Darkness. All of it. Yes, beginning to end, both of them. So right now, I'm really feeling like I'm in my big brain bag, ready to decide who's gonna win, who's gonna lose this battle. On one side, we got Steven Universe, protector of Earth, aka the galaxy, who him and his friends, the Gems Gone, well not Gone Adventures, are constantly fighting an evil threat from space. And you have Star, who is a magical princess, who also has to deal with some guy called Marco, who got isekai'd over into her realm, and she's always fighting the forces of darkness. Both of them use a whole lot of magic, a whole lot of power. They have a whole lot of friends. However, this is a 1v1. What I'm interested about this battle is what versions of Star and what versions of Steven are they gonna use. Steven, as he gets older and progresses near the end of the show, would be a preferred chosen method because he has full control of his powers at that point, versus beginning Steven, who can't even fucking make a bubble or a shield without struggling, you know what I mean? Star also has a similar issue where early on, she has wild control over her powers, but she's very random with it. But later on in her development, she thus gets some crazy ass abilities, and not only gets crazy abilities, she learns how to control them and use them appropriately. This is one of those battles where for me, it's literally magic versus toon power. Now, you're probably wondering who's who. Here's what I'm gonna say. Steven Universe is more magic than he is anything. Star has more toon power. If we've learned anything from Death Battle, right? If we've learned anything, toon power is supreme. Some people will say that Steven has toon power, but also, Star has toon power. I would disagree. Or they would say they both just use magic. No. If you've seen Star versus Forces of Darkness, or Forces of Evil, she has more so, I would call it more so toon power than magic. It is magic in the show, but the things that she can do is crazy with her powers. Versus Steven, who literally has a set amount of things that he can do. Now, the reason I say they both have a lot of powerful friends is we'll see if the gems come into play, or if some of Star's family comes into play. Maybe Marco pulls through, maybe it turns into a 2v2, I don't fucking know. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, usually in these death battles, I don't have that much to say because sometimes I don't know too much about either character, but like I said, I know this shit. So in my humble and somewhat professional, but not really opinion, I'm gonna give the early edge right now to Star Butterfly. But as the fight progresses, if we see that they're bringing in friends, nah, Steven's finna win. And it depends on which, age or which character, fully fleshed out characters they use or not. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop wasting your time. We're gonna jump right into this. So if you made it this far and you haven't already, drop a sub on the channel, drop a like on the video, hit the bell for notifications, because we post content 3 times a week and you don't want to miss out. If you want to catch it, I'm live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check the description for the Twitch link and of course the Patreon link, where you can find uncut, unreleased anime and death battle reactions. Star Butterfly versus Steven Universe death battle coming up next. Hey, just a quick thank you to all the subs on the channel. You members of the Nasty Cast are the driving force that makes all this possible. Catch Director Nasty on Reddit, Patreon, and all other socials in the description below with links. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again.
The Diamond Authority was an alien superpower set on conquering the universe for their own gain.
They're literally diamonds, like shiny alien rock people.
As the most powerful of the gems, the diamonds led armies of
ooh, this music, this soundtrack is fire.
For destruction by the Authority. These armies were trusted to obey. True to his heritage.
Oh, they're gonna use anything that Rose did as his abilities.
Steven's a stalwart pacifist, This led to him following in her footsteps to defend Earth from the diamonds when they inevitably returned.
But he's got plenty of
Talented
ways to defend himself
ukulele
and the others.
player.
He can create shields and bubbles to protect from different attacks, use bubbles to teleport things away, and shapeshift to get bigger.
He can also control his personal gravity to float or jump as high as he wants. And he can even fuse with other gems, or sometimes a human.
Yup.
Wonder what a fusion between us would look like.
Fusions tend to result in a more powerful entity than the sum of its parts, but...
Fusion requires strong emotional connection, consent from at least one party.
Sure. Another gem he's on par with, Lapis, telekinetic
Lapis lazuli, bro.
ocean into the atmosphere. Boomstick, do you know how heavy the ocean
Jesus.
You know how heavy the ocean
That's a
is?
wild feat.
That would be
I watched this and I didn't think anything of it.
Tons of TNT.
Man, that's a lot of water. His bubble and shield are also way stronger than they look, since they can defend against attacks from the diamonds themselves.
In this, his pink
Way
skin
stronger,
so
way
fast, sometimes
killier.
slows to a crawl. His bubble and shield become hexagonal and strong enough to crush other gems. Like when he lost control of his emotions in a fight with Jasper and killed her.
He did
Yup.
bring her back to life with his super tears, but that kind of stuff made him think he was a monster, and he basically turned into a pink state Godzilla.
But this wasn't Steven hulking out all of a sudden. It was the result of a full emotional breakdown after years of stress and trauma.
Luckily, his
It was crazy, bro.
turned out okay, but he still risks becoming.
I remember that episode. That show was brazy. I was like, oh, he just gonna pop off?
Steven managed to work through his personal issues, so hopefully he's not faced with becoming a monster ever again.
Poor guy.
One less monster to worry about, Token.
And Star Butterfly.
She may have been backed up by generations of
5'2",
magic users
she's
before her,
Mumin.
and super strong in her own right, but Star wasn't the perfect princess.
She would have been sent to the terrifying and personality-draining St. Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, but luckily, Star's parents took one look at that place and decided,
Wayward
"No way,
princesses,
she's going to Earth
bro.
instead."
You know, Earth really isn't the best place for her to be practicing magic. We're not
Oh,
used to
man.
casting spells here. What'll humans say?
Well, since Star is a Mumin,
What the is a Mumin?
her butterfly heritage also grants her the magic instruction book. This spell book
Yeah, how much are they gonna give her from the spell
spells
book?
created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her. And she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Okay, half of these spells don't make any sense.
Dimensional
Can you
scissors,
imagine
bunny
these?
blast. Yeah, her move list is literally sounds like a joke, but apparently these things will fuck you up.
Well, they're kind of self-explanatory. Creating her own spells does mean they can pretty much be anything. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
Yeah, Star's ancestor Skywin wanted to make something explode one day, so why not an entire dimension?
And remember that book we mentioned earlier? Skywin recorded her experience specifically so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension. So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess on top of being the heir to
So
the spellbook.
she's more than planetary.
Nuclear
She's
butterfly
universal.
blast affects the house, and according to Star, her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets. But she just likes to use it to play with cats like a laser pointer.
But
She had the
all that
worst
wasn't enough for
shake.
you. Once Star went through puberty,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
she learned how to access and control her
Puberty.
far more powerful butterfly form.
Now that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously
The 9 layers of hell, really, bruh?
the process of attaining it to, quote, suddenly looking at boys as if they were made of bacon. Like you've never eaten it in your life, and all you want to eat is bacon.
So what you're saying is if I eat enough bacon,
That's
I can get
intense.
magical powers?
No. Nice try, though.
Way through her time in various dimensions, fighting monsters and defending her friends, Star's become strong enough on her own that she no longer needs her wand. In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic herself.
So I'm assuming they're gonna use Star with powers, not without. I'm not gonna lie, I'm reversing course, and I'm gonna say Steven. I'm gonna regret that, huh? No, I lied. Star's finna win.
Oh no! What happened?
I'm going with Star. I'm staying with Star.
Okay, I think I have a better idea.
Wow, grumpy much. I'll cheer you up.
Huh? Stop, please.
Stop, please. Bro, she wild. This is the goofiest fight ever, bro.
It's all right. your time.
Check this out. Ow.
Too early, shawty. Way too early for that.
What's wrong with you? Just leave me.
There it is. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right, Steven.
Goodbye, weird bug girl.
Oh, no.
Never surrender.
Oh, she's gonna use magic, bro. Damn! I just standard star! I fell for it! God damn it!
I won.
Why?
Steven was physically superior, at least to Star's everyday appearance. Star can survive explosions worth a few dozen tons of TNT, but he can match Garnet's mountain-busting might.
However,
What was
everyone knows
it?
This matchup would rarely ever resolve in fisticuffs, even with how out there some
Seriously.
of the sheer versatility of Star's magic was simply not something he was equipped to outmaneuver or overpower.
She mastered her super-powered bug form, while Steven never mastered Pink State, and she didn't even need her wand to
Good
go full power,
point.
so to
Yeah,
survive
when
her
she
big
lost the
bug,
wand, I knew it was like, that's the over, bro.
Pink Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843 million tenajoules, or about 2 tenatons of TNT, is certainly nothing to scoff at.
But Star can take out a whole dimension.
and probably
Winner is
Star Butterfly, because I'm stupid, bro. Who is it? Word? Link versus Cloud? Oh, shit. So I was Star versus Steven Universe. And once again, I flopped, man. I flopped. I should have stuck to my guns. I listened to the death battle people, but I should have known. I went against my own toon power stuff. I don't know why I continually do this. I was right. She has toon power. She doesn't need the wand to do magic. She can literally erase a whole dimension. That alone, I should have said, yeah, Star is gonna win. But I listened, Tentra, Penta, Giga, Giga, TNT Blast, blasey, blasey, blah, and I fell for the trap once again, like a sucker. Hi, yeah. It be like that though. Again, from the background, everything I knew, everything they said in the background, I already knew about. For both sides of the story, they didn't bring in any extra people, which was good for Star, because I'm almost positive if they let him make Sardonyx, the combination of all three of them, like, yeah, I don't know if Star would. No, then again, she's literally not even planetary. Star Butterfly is dimensional. She's dimensional. So it didn't even matter one way or another. I never should have went against the toon power, but that's where I went wrong. The background was interesting, but pretty standard because I already knew all of it. They went pretty in depth for covering them very topically. They gave a lot of background information without giving you know, details. It was good. It was good information. The fight itself, the introduction to the fight was funny, but not the greatest. It was weird that they even tried to get them to fight because, like they said, even in Death Battle, these are two people who wouldn't normally just pull up and start throwing hands. So it is what it is. The choreography was decent. I loved the animation was beautiful though. The magic spells, the flashes, how they used the unicorn stampede, how Steven used his powers was dope with the watermelons coming out the ground and getting huge. All in all, it was a solid battle. I give it like a 6 out of 10 in my opinion. Nothing really against them, but it was just an improbable matchup. It was an improbable fight. It was a lot of high level magic / toon power involved. It was kind of short, but it kind of makes sense because it's not really a fight that would be like dragged out between them. You know what I mean? It'd be very quick of how do we de-escalate or get out of this situation. I was sad that they didn't let Steven show off more of his defensive prowess. He did use the dome thing, but I would have liked to see him, you know, even though it's out of his character, make the dome around her and try to fucking crush her before she could even use her little laser beam with no wand, or like pop her into another dimension, or like anything. I would have liked to see this fight jump through time or jump through the galaxies. I think for me personally, that would have added that little extra je ne sais quoi to the fight and really taken it to the next level. You know, anytime in a fight there's a change of scenery, I definitely think it adds something. And some of the other death battles, like Goro, who did Goro fight? Goro versus Machamp. He like smashes him into the ground or out of a wall and they end up in another area. Or like Sonic versus Mario, they literally like go into like the space-time continuum and transfer different locations for the fight. I'm always a big fan of when they put in that little extra effort. But I understand with this fight, it's kind of hard, right? It's kind of hard. They're not the type that will really fight each other like that. And then even in their fighting styles, I guess transporting their enemies to different dimensions isn't in their fighting style. So they stay true to each individual show, which I'll say there's a lot to be said for that, because sticking to what actually would happen, how would it actually go down, I think is sometimes more important than putting on an entertaining fight. And I think that's the route they went on with this one. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm just talking about what I would have wanted to see and what I think would have been dope. Overall, this one was solid. It was good. It was good. I wish the fight was a little bit longer. I wish they put in a little more things. But for the most part, good shit. Good shit, RT. With that being said, if you made it this far and you haven't already, drop a sub on the channel, drop a like on the video, hit the bell for notifications, because we post content 3 times a week and you don't want to miss out. If you want to catch it, I'm live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. Check the description below for that Twitch link, and also the Patreon link where you can find uncut, unreleased anime and death battle reactions. I'm your man behind the cam, and as always, stay nasty.
You nasty.